This week on Pitt Beyond the Script.
Just the way our kids are playing on defense right now and the way they played last Saturday was impressive, and we need another performance like that this weekend.
That comes Pittsburgh. Boy, oh boy, Ende is a force on the far side.
We are still on that same mission. We are still on the same road to the national championship, and so, and wanting to come out with a lot to prove against these top teams.
All this and more on this edition of Pitt Beyond the Script.
Recognize these colors we're wearing. Understand, this is what Pittsburgh's built on. Everybody in this city understands, if you're from Pittsburgh, you know what those colors mean. Championships, football, baseball, legends, all right? Legends.
Sent it in, Jerome! A diving catch for a touchdown!
We are locked in, okay, together. There's gonna be ups and downs. We must play together. Focus and discipline, okay? Don't forget the discipline.
Yeah, baby! What a win! Yeah, baby! Hail to Pitt!
We understand what that means. That's for Pittsburgh.
Valentin Noel just can't stop scoring.
Let's go, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, win!
On the road again, this time in Blacksburg, Virginia, home of the Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University. ACC football weather in the mountains of Western Virginia. The turkey is on the table for Pitt today in taking a big step forward.
Right here, right now, we get to go play our best football of the year. You only get these opportunities once in a while, guys. Play with passion today. Okay, effort all day. Put it on tape. Toughness. We lock the gates today, and we get it done. Everybody got it? What it out!
I think this is a huge game. I think Pitt is absolutely ready for it. I expect them to shine this afternoon.
The Panthers will take the field. Big rush. He ducks ahead. Throws it on the run. Comes Jordan Addison. Throws it on the run. The pass is pulled in. It's inches away, and a decision time at the 45-yard line for the Panther bench. There's the push, and the Panthers are getting close to midfield. Abanikanda has a first down, a 14-yard jaunt. Kenny Pickett in the gun. Play action fake. Throws the out. Pass right side. Going to the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Gavin Bartholomew for his first career touchdown.
He's a true freshman, but he hasn't played like one. Just a beautiful job by Hallett. Great PBU on first down the field.
4th and 1 at the 35. And I don't know that he made it.
I think he's well short.
It's going to be short. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, you have to give the defense a lot of credit. Great stop.
Well, brings up 2nd and 10 from the Tech 20. Burmeister in the gun. Wants to throw it. Slant. Oh, it's intercepted.
Eric Hallett with a big-time play.
Throws that pass down the field. What a catch at the 5-yard line.
What a combat catch by Jared Wayne. Played like Megatron on that catch.
In the gun, Izzy gets a fake. Here comes Pickett. Touchdown off the left side. Tipped into the air.
Brandon Hill reads it and nearly intercepts that.
Panthers with a run out to the left. Turning the corner, first down, Izzy. Shotgun snap, pocket collapses. Down the sideline at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone.
Jared Wayne is playing huge today.
Burmeister back, big rush. He's sacked. Kalijah Cansey.
Kalijah Cansey sacked the tailback and the quarterback.
He's ahead. We've reached the end of the first half. With a score of the University of Pittsburgh 21, Virginia Tech 0.
We not done.
And if y'all
see y'all brothers pull y'all brothers away, man. Let's go.
It's exactly the same way we practice. If they keep flying to the ball, I'll keep mixing it up.
Stay fresh, make sure we're hydrated, make sure we're recharged and go 0-0 and finish this game.
Let's send the Sandman out of here. All right. Wait on three. 1, 2, 3.
Maintain the tone that you set in that first half.
Decisive driving throw from Pickett. Pickett fading back, gets it right to the stick and Wayne, and they're going to mark him just short.
4th and 1, Pickett under center. First down, he's got the sneak, and he's got a couple of more.
More than that.
Yep. Davis gets the call. Knifes to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! Vincent Davis, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, and the Panthers lead it 27-0, point pending.
Wow. Puts his head down, and he gets met. Oh, Servazier Dennis just crumpled it.
Shotgun snap, he hands it off. And finding a crack and staying on his feet and sprinting up over the 35 to the 38-yard line, close to the first down, is Izzy.
Great football teams can run the ball when they need to, and this Panther offense has proven that time and again. Doing it behind a tremendous performance by this offensive line and Israel Abanikanda. We're seeing a back get his stride, and Izzy is turned into a workhorse, and it's a treat to watch.
As Pitt puts away Virginia Tech, the Pitt defense was outstanding. 28-7 your final score.
Experience the power of e-bikes from Pro Bike and Run. Pittsburgh's hills are no match for e-bike power. Go farther, go faster. Pro Bike and Run has the largest selection of bikes in Pittsburgh. We have the bikes. Stop by a store near you.
Laser focus, one play at a time. Go attack the line of scrimmage. Go attack the ball. Let's get the ball back. Play together. Have some fun. Let's go out and get this win. What do you say?
Hello and welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside head football coach Pat Narduzzi. I'm Rob King. Coach, another really good victory on the road, 28-7 against a Virginia Tech team that came in and obviously was going to give you a stiff challenge. I wanted to talk to you and ask you about a couple of things I thought early in the game. 4th down, 2 4th down plays. One, you convert in your own end, and that helps you on that long 94-yard drive, and then you turn right around in your own end defensively and stop them on 4th down. I thought those were 2 early pivotal plays.
Yeah, we're doing a great job. We worked all spring ball, all summer on 4th down and going for it and just having the opportunity. I mean, 4 downs, it's easier to get a first down than 3, and you got to take those chances at times. And it hurt us, earlier in the year in one of those losses that we had, and we didn't convert. And when you don't convert, it's a turnover. And Saturday, we converted 2 of them on offense, I believe, that were critical. And we had 2 4th down stops again. And I believe defensively, you got to be one of the best 4th down teams in the country.
Very tight formation. They're going to run. And did he get there is the question. It's going to be very close. Here we go. He is just short. Pitt holds the line.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the offense in a little bit, but some of the things about the defense. I mean, 5 3-and-outs in the first half alone. That is really impressive, getting the ball right back to your offense.
No doubt about it. The 3-and-outs by our defense were critical, and we won the time possession by probably over 11 minutes. But I think just the way our kids are playing on defense right now and the way they played last Saturday was impressive, and we need another performance like that this weekend.
Burmeister in the gun, wants to throw it. Slant. Oh, it's intercepted.
Eric Hallett with a big-time play.
Eric Hallett, the ACC Defensive Back of the Week, with a big interception for you.
Yeah, he had a big interception. He had some great PBUs. He was cool under stress down the field on a couple, inside fade routes by the number 2 receiver. Just made some great plays and got the ball out. Very easily could have been a completion, but he executed and did what he's coached to do, and it's fun to watch guys do what they're supposed to do.
The work you have gotten up front over the last several years, really now, continuing on Camp, Baldonado, Clancy, I mean, what has this front meant for you guys?
You know what? It keeps getting a little bit better every week, I think. And you know, the main thing is stopping the run. We stopped the run last week, and that's how you go 3 and out, and then you defend the pass accordingly based on, you know, just kind of juggling around some different coverages and different tweaks that you make in your back end. But you know, the front's played well. I mean, Cansey had a sack that looked like Aaron Donald came back for a couple plays, and Cansey was impressive.
Burmeister back, big rush. He's sacked back at the 16-yard line. Kalijah Cansey arrived on the scene a bit too hastily for the quarterback.
Yeah, high praise for him for sure. Meanwhile, windy conditions, I don't know if that led to some of the balance, but you know, rushing yards, passing yards, almost identical in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the wind was, you know, certainly a factor, especially in our kicking game when the ball's really going up high in the air. You know, I think that you know, some of the work our kids have done on that. But you know, Kenny Pickett really wasn't affected that much. But you know, based on what they were doing coverage-wise, you know, led us to probably run a little bit more than we have in the past.
Abanikanda gets the outside again, looks toward the defense and just traipses down the sideline for a first down for Pitt on a gain of 17.
And Izzy gets his first career 100-yard game, 21 carries, 140 yards.
Yeah, you know, Izzy had a great day. Not only, you know, running the ball, but protecting the quarterback. And you know, Kenny, we got sacked one time, I believe, and it's because he ran out of bounds. He probably should have just pitched the ball 2 yards, and I think it was a 2-yard sack. So he was pretty clean all day.
2 guys I wanted to talk about in the receiving game. We talk a lot about Jordan Addison. Of course, he's always a factor. Jared Wayne's had a couple of really big games for you, over 100, just under 100 in this one. And then Gavin Bartholomew, the freshman tight end, with his first career touchdown. Always nice to celebrate a first for a player.
Yeah, Gavin and Jared playing well. And you know, the nice thing about it is, you know, they took their best corner, Waller, you know, who wore 25 last Saturday. They matched him up on Jordan Addison a lot. Even moved their starting corner to the nickelback and pressed him on Jordan Addison. So the thing is, when they start doing that, all of a sudden it opens up the boundary corner to the other guy, whoever's taking over for him. And then, you know, you better have other guys step up and make plays. And if it's not Taysier Mack this weekend, it's Jared Wayne. If it's not Jordan Addison, it's Barden. If it's, you know, so we hopefully spread that thing out and have some guys make plays.
And that makes you much, much more difficult to defend.
Really is. I mean, you know, I know Kenny trusts. He's got different weapons. You know, we started a little slow with a couple drops really in that first series. Otherwise, we're moving the sticks again, and who knows how the first first series goes. But Kenny's got, you know, targets that he enjoys throwing the ball to. He has trust in them, and that's important. Instead of having just one guy that, hey, I got to get it to him. Oh, he's covered. Now what do I do? So he's got targets.
Shotgun snap. Pocket collapses. Down the sideline at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone with that pass for the touchdown. Come the Panthers and Jared Wayne running a streak down the left sideline.
I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up special teams a little bit because we talked about it last week. Always a danger when you're taking on Virginia Tech, going back to Frank Beamer's days. Thought your coverage units were outstanding in this game.
They really were. I mean, you know, we took Brandon Hill, who is not a starter normally on kickoff. He went down on the first kickoff and blew up a guy, and I think made the tackle at the 15-yard line. And you know, Virginia Tech got great special teams, but we took the 2 return games and knocked them down a few notches.
Good things coming, and the ranked Pitt Panthers will be taking on Clemson. That's a game we're going to be talking about a little bit later on Pitt Beyond the Script.
I guess without further ado, we're going to introduce Cal's Kids, where we're going to raise $94,000 for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. And to cap it off, after the last game of the season, I'll shave my head as well, just to, you know, show our full support. So I think, you know, the idea for Cal's Kids and to raise $94,000 for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, I mean, initially it was just something that one of my roommates back in Sutherland Hall, Owen Drexel, had actually mentioned. But at that point, it was more just like him joking with me, like, oh, Cal, how much money do we need to cut your hair? I really saw an opportunity where we could kind of use my hair to raise money for a great cause and raise awareness for pediatric cancer as well. And then, you know, no matter how much we raise, which, you know, I'm confident in Panther Nation that we'll get the $94,000, but no matter what, it's going to be a success just because we have a chance to interact with kids like Nora, who, I mean, are just so strong, and the things that they go through and the battles they battle are just inspirational to all of us. What's up, Panther Nation? It's Cal Adamitis, team captain and long snapper. I'm sitting here in our team barbershop at our facility, a place that I haven't seen much of in my 5 years. But the reason we're here is for Cal's kids. So donate in the link below and hail to Pitt.
Keep your eyes on number 8. He is playing exceptional football.
Jordan Addison has been as advertised, worth the price of admission.
And in all the gaps are the blue shirts and nowhere to run. Big rush, and he is hit and hit hard.
Pitt versus Miami, October 30th. Get your tickets today at PittsburghPanthers.com.
Experience the power of e-bikes from Pro Bike and Run. Pittsburgh's hills are no match for e-bike power. Go farther, go faster. Pro Bike and Run has the largest selection of bikes in Pittsburgh. We have the bikes. Stop by a store near you.
And up in the middle, and it's over. Breland Morissette with the kill, and look at Georgia Tech storm the court. They knock off the second-ranked Panthers and give Pitt its first loss of the season.
The Georgia Tech loss was obviously tough for us. We don't think that in all 5 matches we played the best to our ability. We know that we didn't play the best to our ability. It was tough to lose at home. That's something that never feels good. It's something that you never want to go through or put your following and your fans through.
We learned a lot about ourselves. You know, we were up big in the first 3 sets and then kind of let them back in it, and that's not the team we want to be. We want to be a team that plays the same way no matter what the score is.
Make easy look easy. Control easy ones first, then worry about the next touch.
We lost, it happened. How fast are we gonna move on, and how pissed off are we gonna be? And so we had practice the very next day. And I think that was a great call by us and the coaching staff. We worked on it together, and we just wanted to get into the gym. Taking everything that we learned from that loss and translating it right away into our next road trips was really important.
The 4th-ranked Pittsburgh Panthers pay a visit to the 14-2 Miami Hurricanes. Back comes Pittsburgh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ende is a force on the far side.
Yeah, so going into this weekend, we wanted to prove ourselves. We wanted to come in being competitive and kind of showing our swag that we are a good team, that we can play against these really good teams and dominate and show all the skill sets we actually have because we're so talented.
And really the defensive intensity and hustle has been a big part of that. And that's exactly why I imagine Dan Fisher has put such a huge emphasis on it for his players, is because he knows that they've got to not just say, hey, we want to get kills and score, but we've got to keep the ball off the floor, do all these things defensively. That's what the top teams that are competing for a national championship do night in and night out.
Now being back in that winning column and being on the road again, just kind of taking every game, what are we learning from it? What are we getting better at? Are we translating what we're practicing on day to day into the games? And so I definitely think we started that on the Florida trip, and we did a great job executing at times on the Florida trip.
The focus in our gym is in many ways the same as it always is. We want to train at a high level so that we don't need to find anything new when the weekend comes. The thought is, hey, we still got a month and a half, 2 months until the tournament, and the work we do now can make a difference then.
We are still on that same mission. We are still on the same road to the national championship, and so and wanting to come out with a lot to prove against these top teams.
Bobby was from Massillon, so right away you knew he was a tough kid. And then he played fullback, linebacker. Now those were the 2 toughest positions for tough kids in the 50s.
always claimed he was the fastest player on the team, so he had the pedigree to be a great football player.
When Bobby Greer and Pitt played in the Sugar Bowl on January 2nd, 1956, America was at a turning point. The governor of Georgia did not want Georgia Tech playing against a team that brought a black player.
Pitt players took a vote. To a man, they said, if Bobby Greer doesn't go, we're not going.
The team was all behind me, and they said if I didn't go, they weren't playing.
Time to start the 22nd Sugar Bowl football class.
What was surprising was that the Georgia Tech players defied the governor of the state and stood up for the right of Bobby Greer to play in that game.
Bobby Greer acquitted himself quite well in that Sugar Bowl game. He was the game's leading rusher. He had the longest run from scrimmage, so he belonged on that field. He was just as competent, just as talented as any of those other players.
Greer takes the handoff from Neff.
He certainly was one of the leaders on that Sugar Bowl team of 1956.
I think the reason that integrating the Sugar Bowl mattered is that people looked at sport differently, and that's why sport was often in the vanguard of change in those years.
Bobby Greer is not only one of the more famous and important members of Pitt's football program in history, but of college football in this nation.
Bobby Greer as a player deserves the Pitt Hall of Fame. And the other stuff is just, to me, icing on the cake. I think he'll always be recognized as an outstanding representative of the University of Pittsburgh.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offers stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
A touchdown for the Panthers.
Valentine Noel just can't stop scoring. With authority.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Kate McKay at the back post.
An absolute bomb from David Yanni.
This defensive line is stacked.
The Panthers are heading to the regional finals.
Keep your eyes on number 8. He is playing exceptional football.
Jordan Addison has been, as advertised, worth the price of admission.
And in all the gaps are the blue shirts and nowhere to run. Big rush, and he is hit and hit hard.
Pitt versus Miami, October 30th. Get your tickets today at PittsburghPanthers.com.
Biggest key today is stay together. Stay together, believe in the guy next to you. We believe in you. I know you believe in us. Let's go have some fun, man. Let's go.
Pickett looks that way, and he goes short for the tight end for a touchdown to the freshman Gavin Bartholomew.
Welcome back to Pitt Beyond the Script, taking on 4-2 Clemson here for once, right? In your weekly press conference, you talked about corrections you wanted to make, see your team make. Is that anything you point a finger at, or is that just week-to-week progressions that you always want throughout the course of the season?
It's week to week, things that, you just continue to get, you get better at. And, and every week there's something different, whether it's, Haba runs into the punter the one time and, and again, he just kind of, leaves his feet for a second, without diving and runs into the punter. It's a 5-yard penalty. We can't have that happen again. If it was a 4th down and 5 or less, we got issues there and the drives continue to go. And who knows, again, what happens. It's a one-play game every day. And we just got to learn. We can't have any more running into the punters. Just little things like that. I wasn't happy with our penalties, so we've got to have a much more disciplined football team this weekend.
Pickett keeps it, and he's got the end zone.
It's one of the parts of his game that's very underrated.
You take on a Clemson team that has 4 straight one-possession games, and they've won their share of those games. I mean, the record could be worse, could be better right now. It's a team that's found themselves in a lot of dogfights. We're used to seeing them blow opponents out. Just because they're in dogfights, just because they're 4-2 doesn't mean this isn't a dangerous team.
No, yeah, they're dangerous. I mean, they got skill everywhere. If you walk down there next to the wideouts, pre-game, I'm gonna try to stay away from them. I might put a partition up at the midfield, put it up so we don't have to look at them. But they have a great-looking football team. They have an athletic football team, and they're well coached. So that's a recipe for disaster.
DJ will fire for the end zone and caught by Ross for the touchdown. And finally, those two hook up for 6.
You know, when you replace Trevor Lawrence, when you replace Travis Etienne, when you replace some of the skill position guys, you look down and you still see these guys replacing them were 5-star recruits a couple of years ago. But that doesn't necessarily mean instant success. By the same token, you know that they've got the capability, the abilities to break one or turn a season around at any point. You just want to make sure it doesn't happen on your watch.
No doubt about it. You're exactly right. The stars mean something, but not everything. You still, they know what it measures, the heart and the brain that's in your head. But they're one play away from just exploding and having a lot of confidence, and we don't want that to happen Saturday.
2nd down 10 for the Tigers. On the ground, it's going to be Pace. He's wide open. There's nobody near him, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. 59 yards.
One thing we do know about them is they're really good defensively. You compared them to Georgia, said they're one of the top 1 or 2 defenses in the country.
No question about it. I mean, and they've had some injuries, and it doesn't matter because they just bring the next guy in. They lost one of their best D tackles, but you wouldn't notice it on tape.
And Grossell trying to make some magic happen. He'll throw it over the center of the field. It's going to be tipped and intercepted. The Tigers with the pick.
A lot of times throughout the course of the season, a coach, and you have talked about this, will talk about dealing with adversity and getting better, bouncing back, for example, from the Western Michigan loss. How do you deal with success? Now you've won 3 games in a row. The kids, I'm sure, you de-emphasize the rankings. I'm sure they're looking at the rankings too. How do you make sure that you handle success, and is that an issue for you?
It always is. I think that's probably the hardest thing for kids nowadays is to handle it. And again, all we can do is tell them, stay off of Twitter, don't worry about it. Thank you, and just ignore. You have to ignore the noise on the outside of this building because we know the good noise and the bad noise. I mean, after you lose, everybody's beating you down, you stink, and when you win, hey, great game, do it again. I'm coming to the Clemson game. I mean, it's just like ticket requests go up. Everybody now wants a ticket. Can you get me a ticket? Can I get 5 tickets? So you just got to kind of treat it like any other game. And again, I always talk every week about like nobody cares what you did last week, and it's moving on to the next.
Kenny Pickett on 1st down. Pressure in his face. Down the sideline, wide open man, Wayne for the touchdown.
That ball was thrown before Wayne turned up the field.
Let's hope that tickets are hard to come by. This is the first time Clemson's been here. You talked about that in your weekly press conference. It seems like every year you're playing Clemson as a crossover game. But here they are coming into your building, and there's going to be a lot of excitement around the community, and I'm sure you'd love to see a loud and raucous Heinz Field rooting for the home team.
No question about it. We need, our Panther Pitt will be there. I know that they've been there all year. I know they'll be there, but the more, I think it's a rock the Royal this weekend, so we need to rock the Royal all day long.
Coach, good luck. Thanks very much for the time, as always.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, and thanks to you for watching this edition of Pitt Beyond the Script.